How's it going, guys? I'm your host Carbon Gaming. Welcome back to another free-to-play challenge battles episode, and for today's challenge we'll be taking on the Legends of Lore challenge gauntlet. So there are two different challenge gauntlets. I believe this is the first one, so it consists of the Hydra, the Naga, the Minotaur. I can't remember, but let's see what we get. So first up, we have the Hydra. Okay, so for this build, I am going to run with a Beast Warrior build. So 250 Strength, 250 Charisma, 250 Luck. And the equipment you need, very simple. So against the Hydra, you can use a harm weapon, that'll be better. Or you can use an energy weapon. I'm gonna go with harm weapon, and we have our Horror Show Void Vanquisher here. I will go to harm weapon. For shields, you want a Light and Darkness Resist shield, and that'll be the Guardian Luminous shield. Works very well against any shadow monsters. And for armors, if you have Ultimon's armor, I recommend that. If you don't, you can go for Shadow of Doubt G. That's a lot easier to get. So you can see our Light and Darkness Resist is at 20%. And then pets, you can just bring out any healing pet that you like. I'm going to go with Fairy Godmother. So let us get started. Okay, you can see it's going to hit us, and this challenge gauntlet means that you'll not be able to heal. Okay, so let's try and do this with as little stuff as possible. I'm going to bring out Crystal of Restless Shadows because this will reduce the damage that we take even further. Okay, so now all you have to do is spam attack. Yeah, and just, you know, very easily finish off this fight. Excuse me. So you can see a 83, not very high on the MRM side, which is why we are able to land most of our hits, and this should be a rather easy battle. Okay, you can see here, yep, there's no way that he can hit us, and even there's no way that he can damage us, and even if he damages us, we're just going to heal back all of our HP in the next turn once Fairy Godmother heals. You can do this with 250 endurance if you want to play it like super duper safe, though you really don't need to, because you can see here my HP is still full. Okay, there's no way he can damage you at all with this setup, so you don't need to worry about that. Even if they update this to like not be, you know, not be on the old standards, you can use modern miscellaneous items that reduce your Light and Darkness resist. There isn't any that reduces both that isn't premium. The only one that I can think of was last year's donation reward, but of course not many people have that. If you don't have that, then just use any other standard darkness or light resist item, and that will work as well. Okay, that cuts the light and darkness damage by half. Of course, you can only reduce the damage of one, and because shadow monsters, they hit randomly if light or dark, you'll take more damage from one element as opposed to the other, but still you should be able to stay alive pretty easily, okay, with the setup that I have shown here. If you can't, then maybe you might want to invest your what do you call it, your points into endurance instead. And keep in mind, Mighty Shadow Hydra can also inflict bleed onto you, and if you have endurance, then the bleed chance is he's not going to be able to inflict bleed as easily because we require an endurance save, and I have 0 endurance here. That's why he's able to inflict the bleed on me quite easily. But nonetheless, that's out of the way. Next one. Okay, so we can just do this. Let's carry on without the heal. Mighty Shada Naga Baba Yaga. Okay, so this one is one of the tougher ones. This is like a glass cannon of sorts. So let's just start. Let's see. Okay, she gets a drop. Oh, okay. So she hits with a bunch of elements, but that is fine. Once she exhausts her MP, she'll only be able to hit you with light or darkness attacks, so you don't have to worry too much. Thankfully, the other element attacks don't hit for super hard as well, so that's fine. And for wing weapon here, I have the Haunted Dragon Lord's Charge. So each time I attack with this, I heal a little bit of SP. Don't really need the SP, but of course if you have it, it's nice. Okay, you can see we'll take a bit more damage from this monster, but I think once she exhausts her MP, we'll be able to heal back everything. And the accuracy also isn't that great for the Mighty Shada Naga Baba Yaga, so we are able to dodge quite a few of the hits as well. Oh, and of course, as soon as I said that, everything lands. Okay, doesn't matter, we're still quite safe, and keep in mind you still have one full heal that you can use whenever you need to. We might use it after this battle. Let's see if we need to or not. Okay, nice. Yeah, you can see here we are slowly but surely healing back our HP, and of course as she does that regular attack, she does regenerate mana, which she will be able to use for spell casting as well. I think she has regenerated enough to cast a spell, but it's okay. Yeah, that's not so bad. We are still able to heal back, and because she doesn't have a lot of HP, this should be quite easy. Her MRM, however, is a bit higher than the Hydra, and 103 melee, which means that you will be missing her a lot more, but you know, with 250 strength, you should still be able to hit. If you can't, then maybe you can swap out your Crystal of Restless Shadows for something that boosts your strength, so you can get a bit more BTH. I will recommend the Earth of Osiris miscellaneous item. Not only does that boost your BTH, but it also cuts the damage that you take from light attacks by half, so that's actually very good. So I don't think we need to use the heal here. Let's continue betting on. Next one, we have Shadow Minotaur. So Shadow Minotaur, I think you can stick with Wind as well. Okay, so Shadow Minotaur is the one that has a lot of health and also hits quite hard, but because we have reduced our light and darkness resist down to 13%, we don't have much to worry about. Yeah, because I'm a warrior, so just do what warriors do, which is just keep spamming the attack button. And there we go. If you have Essence or if you have Shadow Feeder Pendant, you can go ahead and use those two to speed up the battle. I'm just going to show this with as little amount of equipment as possible and with as like little broken equipment as possible. So just in case they get nerfed sometime in the future, at least I won't have to remake the whole video all over again. All in all, the whole Gauntlet used to be quite challenging when it first came out because there weren't that many great, you know, shadow resist items. Like that was like God knows how many years ago. I think it's been what, almost 10 years or close to 10 years since the Gauntlet last came out. But yeah, nowadays you can see here, and I'm using mostly old items. For the weapon, you can really just use any weapon. You don't have to follow the weapon choices that I use. I just chose to go with the element that hits him the hardest, which is wind in this case. So any other wind weapon you have will work just fine. Same goes for the first two fights and the fight later on. It doesn't matter which weapon you use, as long as your armor, as long as your shield, you know, is, you know, defending well against light and dark, you should be fine. You can see here, fully healed up, guys. HP, MP, and SPPK. I think I'm going to do HP, MP, and SPPK for the Gauntlet without even using up the full heal. That is how simple it is. But you know, just in case people are wondering, this is how you do the Gauntlet, okay? Because I know some people will ask, especially for people who might be new to the game, people who might have just returned, you know, they might want to try out something that used to be challenging in the past, and this was one of the more well-known challenges in the olden days, but nowadays it's really, you know, just a joke. Very, very easy. And look at that. Oh, he can stun. He has a chance of dazing me, but no big deal. On top of that, he also hits for quite hard once he goes berserk, which is at below a certain amount of HP. So yeah, you might find yourself taking a bit more damage. So you can see here, even at 13% resistance, you're sitting for like what, over 300 plus damage. But yeah, his triple hit is like what, 150 plus. But you can see here, our health is still mostly full, so you don't have to worry too much about that. If you have a healing gas, you can bring out that gas as well, or if you have a damaging gas, you can use that as well to help speed up the battle. This build does use 250 charisma, so you should be able to use gases pretty well. Like I said, I'm just choosing to do this with as minimal amount of gear as possible, so even if you don't have a lot of stuff, you don't have to specially farm for it, and you don't have to feel like, you know, you need to get every single thing in order to before you can start doing this. Because like you can see here, yep, 2600, still almost full health. 2791, yep. Fairy Godmother's gonna heal. Next, and I think this is the last one, I can't remember. Mighty Shadow Rock. So this one is going to be the hardest to hit for sure. So for Earth we have Terminus Twin Maw. I don't even remember what it does. Tend to stun. I don't know. Okay, I think we're just going to attack normally. This one I think has bonus damage against boss monsters or something. I can't really remember. Let me see. Hey, to attempt to stun. Stun is useless. Bonus damage against stun resistant foes. Never mind. So you can see here, this is actually very hard to hit. 144, 124, 144. If you have the new Tarnished Garden Edge, you can go ahead and use that, but because that came from a seasonal quest, I didn't want to use that. Oops, I forgot to bring out Crystal of Restless Shadows, but here you go. Okay, finally landed a hit. Yeah, and even with the hiccup just now, which I forgot about the miscellaneous item, you will still be able to win. It's just a matter of how long this is going to take. You can use an auto hit weapon as well, like I said, Tarnished Garden Edge if you have it. Auto hit earth weapon that just came out like literally last week. But you know, if the season doesn't happen to be around, and if you're a returning player or a new player who hasn't gotten that yet, then you know you can use Terminus Twin Maw, which is available all year round. You just have to live with the fact that it's going to take a little while to, you know, kill this guy. Eventually you'll get it down. Yeah, it's just that very low chance of hitting him because of how high his MRM is. But don't have to worry too much about it, because you are literally unkillable. Like, look at this, still full on HP, MP, and SP. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Alternatively, you can use your ally assist. Ally assists are a guaranteed hit. Anything will work against this except for Darkness. Don't use Arctics, don't use Zorback. Yeah, anything else will work against this. When even Robina, if you want to use Robina, I think it's still fine, because you know it's still at 70% win resist, and you won't do as much damage, but at least you'll cut down on his MRM, so that you'll be able to land hits with your normal attacks way easier. So you can see here he's starting to hit quite hard now, but you know, no matter, you can just laugh off the damage with 13% to light and darkness resist, and with the healing from our pet, yep, nothing to worry about. One more hit and we should take this guy down. Can we land? Nope. Okay, no hits, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, it's just a matter of when are we going to kill him. Come on, don't do this. Land the hits, damn it. Oh, that is painful. Alternatively, yeah, just use any other auto hit weapon. You can use your Kindred weapon, you can use your Burden of Insight. Those will work. Lesser damage, but you know, auto hit so you can kill him faster. And yeah, that's basically it. And you will be able to unlock the shop, which gives you some very nice goodies once you've beaten the Gauntlet. Very easy. We didn't even have to make use of the full heal, didn't have to make use of a single health pot. So yeah, super duper easy. Okay, so we get the legendary Shadow Crystal VE1. This is still is one of the most versatile items in the entire game, in my opinion, and still a very decent item today. So if you want, you know, you can definitely recommend this item, especially if you're free to play. You can still go ahead and pick this up and it'll work very well for you. And that's all I have for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have learned something. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Peace out.